for lip readers. Lip readers who could not be bothered to tell me, hey, Larry, I think you're on mute. Bathroom humor. Winning at voice. Speaking of voices and winning, are you having her anus do two jobs at one time? What happens when women drop a deuce or try to drop a deuce, surprise, surprise, she's constipated, is the way that she's trying to relieve her constipation without drugs or with drugs. She's trying to do a defecation. She's trying to do a she's trying to do a multifunction starfish, which is she's trying to shit without farting. She's trying to defecate without gas coming out. So now she's got to have her anus. Now she's got to have her anus feel, is it a solid piece of poop coming out or is it just gas? When you're having your starfish try to do braille, where your anus is saying, is that a piece of poop? Is that a piece of air? Is that poop or is that air? When you're asking your butthole to do that, you're going to be mentally, anally retentive. Because when you're training your anus to not make fart noises while you're pooping because your boyfriend or your situationship is in the shower, and you think to yourself using chick logic, if he hears me pooing, he's going to break up with me because he's going to think that I'm a disgusting prostitute. No, we just are fine with you dropping a food baby. We're fine with you dropping a food baby off. That's not what makes us think that you're prostitutorial or that you're a hooker. Having side dick or extra dick or dick in your vagina, that's what grosses us out. There's nothing you can do in a bathroom, especially behind a closed door or behind two closed doors. Ladies, are you even able to defecate when someone else is in the condo or in the house? Or are you so first child born that you can't poo unless you have complete and utter privacy? Because if you're having that hard of a time going to the bathroom, you're completely hapless. I can't take you on vacation. And I can't go on vacation with you because you'll be saying, oh, can you leave the room for 40 minutes? What? That's how long it takes you? This is not where I call back to the story of when I had to take a number 2 in a French girl's apartment. Her bathroom was barely bigger than her toilet. So are you saying that you're going to need 35 to 100 square feet of opulent bathroom in order for you to shit? Some people can't shit on the road. Some people can't poo while someone else is in the shower. Larry, why are you such a pro? You can fart, but don't do it when I'm trapped in the shower, please. Now, I don't know if you're a guy saying this or if you're a girl saying this. Larry, when were you dropped on your head? Never. Never. Are you asking that because you think that this is brain rot comedy? because this is the opposite of brain rot comedy. This is not even tragedy. What this is humor that's causing us to understand these 8 things moving forward. 1, did you know that poor people who are black, they can't go to the bathroom outside of their house because it turns out fellow black people rape them or kill them in the school bathroom? I didn't know that rappers who seem like they're alpha heterosexual, it's 50, 60, 80% homosexuals. Meaning, oh, there's a guy pooping, I want to put my penis there. That's why black men can't shit on the road. How do I know this? Because statistically, why is my high performing pro athlete losing more often on the road than at home? Oh, home cooking. Oh, home stadium. Oh, home field advantage. Wrong, 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 wrong. Completely wrong. It's home toilet. You see, you don't see. I'm going to tell you point number 2. Some people can't doogie it out on the road. And so when you go on the road for 4 days or 5 days or 4 days, you shit when you get home because you're from a low socioeconomic background and you just have wired your starfish shut. You've wired your starfish shut because you're trying to not get raped by a rapper. You've wired your starfish shut because you can only drop a food baby off at home. You've wired your anus shut because your brain is broken, and your broken brain, even after making $100 million or $30 million, which is an okay start. It's an okay start because you can't shit in a hotel room with a roommate. You can't shit in your own suite in the hotel. This is what I discovered. Why do I know this? Because when you don't shit, your farts smell, like something died. The reason it smells like something crawled up in your asshole and died is because when you don't shit, you squeeze your starfish together in your pelvic floor, and you're like, oh, everybody, we're not gonna shit until Tuesday. What day is it today? It's Friday. What are we doing right now? We're doing bathroom humor for women. I'm Larry Chang. This is my channel on what they don't teach you in school. Because what they don't teach you at the student athletic facility, what they don't teach you at the NCAA, what they don't teach you at the Pro Bowl, which is now a shit show, what they don't teach you at the All-Star game is, Larry Chang, Larry, how do I shit on the road? Once you begin to shit on the road, you understand that evacuating the contents of your bowels, it's actually much more of a mental exercise. It's the mental exercise of, there's a reason that you can only shit at home. And that's because ever since you were a kid, you were training your butthole to never shit in a place where people could be putting their penis up your butthole, called your inner city high school. It's only out only. And then what happens when you're constipated and somebody puts it in your butt crack? It's going to get even more compacted, and then now your butthole is all damaged, and now you're going to need to go get an operation. And now you understand why pro athletes can't doogie it out on the road. Larry, Are you planning on trying to make $5 million with this video? I'm planning to make $6 million with this video because nobody wants to talk about this shit. Nobody wants to talk about this shit. When you don't drop a ginormous food baby within 4 minutes per day, and it takes you 20 minutes per day, you're going to have that Chadwick Boseman death. Why does nobody know this? I think nobody knows this because people are too embarrassed to talk to a Michael Jordan, a Tom Brady, who's his dad, or a Jimmy Garoppolo. Because when you look at a person's skin and they're glowing, when you look at a person's skin and it's glowing, because ladies, I know that 90% of you watch this on mute, where you mute me and then you masturbate to me. Or worse, you turn the screen off and you just have me talk. So you're either a kinesthetic masturbator, you're an auditory masturbator, or you're a visual masturbator. How do I know about this? Because women will tell me, oh my God, too much. I'm like, what do you mean too much? Normally when I'm having sex with you, Larry, I don't get to see your face. What? We've never had sex before, I don't think. Is this a rerun? Am I participating in a rerun right now? I thought I just met you. What, you change your hair? True story. Sometimes I reintroduce myself to women that I've already dated. True story. Or women will be saying, stop talking. I just want to see your hot face. Stop talking. When she says that, she's a visual orgasmer. This is why some women can't have an orgasm, because they're trying to do a kinesthetic orgasm, but their brain hasn't switched out of default visual. Put a pin in that. That's a teaser. In the stand-up comedy game, that's called a hooker. In the business model of being a working comedian like Larry Chang, that would be called a hook. Now you can't fucking leave, and I can just talk for 3 hours, and you'll be like, tell me the joke, please. Oh, I'm almost there. That's a hook, kids. That's a hook. Your phone's not so smart. I'm helping you get smarter with this stand-up comedy. Still working on that song. Actually, I'm not. When you can't doogie your inbound nutrition, it gets affected. I'm not going to be the person who eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you and then evaluates everything that you're doing. But this is what student athletes who are professionals do. They'll look at everything. They'll look at how much water are you drinking. You see, when you're not shitting, you decide to say, I'm not going to drink any water, because this is what water does. Water makes you more wet. This is how I talk to Black people. This is how I talk to women. And nobody says mansplaining to me. They're always like, daddy, give me more. This is why Chadwick Boseman, this is financial advice, by the way. This is why Black dudes stop drinking water. So when you can't shit and you drink a little bit of water, now you really need to shit. Because when you don't shit, your body says, let me pull the water from out of my feces. When you pull the water out of your feces, shit is what? 40% water, 50% water. It should not be 70% water, but it's a percentage of water. But when your shit is 15% water, now you understand why I get this shit. Now you understand why I get shit done. Now you understand why I am the Olympic medals whisperer. Now, Larry, you're just talking shit. Actually, no. I wish I weren't talking shit. Eileen Gu, Alyssa Liu, Sarah Park, Lisa Kim. It's just one big pile of women that want to sleep with Larry Chang. Larry, how do you understand this stuff so well? Where do you get your common sense from? A fart is just a dehydrated turd. I don't think that that's true. It's sort of true. Larry, how do you understand? How do you have this much common sense? When a girl farts because she's on her 5th orgasm, I'll understand everything about everything. In fact, she doesn't even need to fart. I can literally just smell her hair and smell her. And I don't even need to smell her. I can do the Tom Brady thing, which is just, and I'll just know everything. In fact, now I don't even need to smell it. I just need to look at a picture of her. Longest goodbye ever, but I appreciate the super chat. What's a super chat, Larry? I don't think you know what a super chat is. Oh, I just read one. That's super chatty. Thank you. So people ask me, how do you know what you know? And it's because I've been using AI since more than 32 days ago. What happened 32 days ago? Well, today is February 26th, and 32 days ago, AI became OpenClaw, Claude Bot, Moltbot. That happened 32 days ago. So I'm using AI before OpenClaw. See, OpenClaw gets your vagina brain to think, oh, be my assistant. Good morning, Larry. I'll have DoorDash deliver your KFC and menthol cigarettes later. You're on your own for the 40-ounce malt liquor. Address 2021 Midwest Road, Duck 9. Attention, Larry Chang, Suite 200. Duck 9. Duck like the rubber duck, 9 the number 9. Oak Brook, Illinois, 60521. Oak like the tree, brook like the little river. Larry, you're not in Illinois right now. Oh, legally I am. Legally I am. Not. I'm everywhere. I'm ubiquitous. If you want to sue me, if I'm going to sue you, I'll be doing it from everywhere, including Oak Brook. Oak like the tree, brook like the little river. Kind of like my ability to shit. I can shit in a soul cycle. What's a soul cycle? It's women's group exercise. The toilet is not small, but on the other side of a very, very skinny door, 50 women are outside of the door. Now, I'm not going to say that women can't poo as well as Larry Chang. Naturally, I'm going to say I made a practice.
Being able to take a dump in a soul cycle, it's a practice. it's not a perfection, because what we're in essence doing with today being breaking the habit of being a baddie, we're breaking the habit of being a person who's who's not able to take a dump in public, but now is going to rise because we're going to execute a practice. In a public bathroom, obviously. In a public bathroom, obviously. Do you guys watch my video? Did you guys watch my video 13 Ways, WAZE? Do you guys ever watch videos when I'm not doing a live? Or do you need the live experience? If you're a human, comment something that you see in front of you so that way I know to give my best energy for humans, for this being human to human. Breaking the habit of being a baddie. My Korean friend died yesterday. Euthanasia. Live and alive and alive, says Dexo 101. LMAO, what did I just walk into? LMO, lock in, twin. That's right. WOA 808. Bro must have been adopted. What happens when it's doing so much? Then what? Happy Wednesday, says elevator has guttural. Mike Trips, you streaming VODs now? Our video is called Breaking the Habit of Being a Bad Woman. Do you use OBS or what? I see myself rising. Videos are cool. But if you stream VODs, you should figure out it's OBS. It's not really that hard. Will you explain what you said? Will you explain what you said? Please explain, because I'm going to explain. What am I explaining? I'm explaining how breaking the habit of being a bad female, it ties in directly to Ebonics maxing. Ebonics. It's changing English and trying to lower the bar. Lowering the bar for Black people has not worked in the history of being Black or lowering the bar. It's never worked. But I'm going to make it work because I'm lowering the bar, but in a good way. I'm lowering the bar in a good way. Let's thank some friends of the show. Let's thank some friends of the show. This grapefruit, it's a friend of the show. This ducky, it's a friend of the show. This self-defense mechanism, it's a friend of the show. Yeah, I'm going to Buford's on Saturday, and I'm bringing my cannons. I'm bringing cannon. You see, when you bring a handgun and a rifle to a rifle fight or to a gunfight, you better hope the person that you're trying to shoot at doesn't have a cannon. Yeah, we're breaking the habit of being bad women. We're going to break those habits. We're going to break those habits. And another friend of the show would be Fiji Water, friend of the show. Specifically, Fiji Water on Amazon, friend of the show. We're going to be doing so with humor, but not in a I'll do anything to make you laugh. Because, one, I won't do anything just to make you happy. I won't do anything just to let you have an orgasm. Because this video is called Breaking the Habit of Being a Bad Woman. Your body keeps the score. Your body keeps the score. Do you see how when I'm at a baddie's place and she's got a book on the shelf called Your Body Keeps the Score, I'm going to ask you about it because I'm a reader. I like books. Hey, what's your favorite book of your 9 books that you own? Or 19 books that you own? Or 90 books that you own? What's your favorite book? What book should I read? What I'm gathering is I'm trying to figure out who she wants to mold me into. Not that she's even got a goal, but that she's a bad woman. She's a baddie. And I'm wondering what she wants to do to initially impress me. What does she later want to do to gaslight me? What does she want to do with my brain? What does she want to do with What does she want to do? Instead of asking her, hey, what do you want to do with me? It's more, want to what do you want to convey information wise? That's why I asked the question, hey, which one of these books can I borrow? Oh, you should borrow this book. Your body keeps the score. Or, I don't know, Porcupine. I don't know. What book piques your attention? Your body keeps the score. It's a book about internalizing your life's experiences. Some people hold emotions in their hips. Some people will have stress in their stomach. Some people hold tension in their neck and shoulders. Who knows? What this book does is it maps out how your body connects to your mind. What I did was I went ahead and said, oh, okay, I'll take a look at it. But instead of borrowing her book, what I do is I go to Amazon and I buy that exact book for myself. When I buy that book exactly for myself, what I'm wanting to do are three things. One, I want to break the habit of being a bad reader. Two, I want to read the book initially from her perspective because I want to learn what she values in even discussing the fact that she owns this book and actually might have read this book a half a time. Number three, I want to read it and then extrapolate a bibliography. I want to be able to read the book so well that I can memorize and rewrite it should somebody not know about the book. Your body keeps the score. And that would change one word and then get credit for it, even though I would say, oh, it's not my book, it's somebody else's book. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Your body keeps the score. That's a real book. Larry, how do you know women so well? Oh, I'm working on a PhD thesis. It's called Your Vagina Keeps the Score. Excuse me? Did you just say your vagina keeps the score? Yeah, it's a gender studies PhD because war maxing. There's a secret war on my vagina. Did you just say you have a vagina? Can you stop interrupting me so much? Because as a woman, it feels like we just need to listen to each other better. Do you see how you can't stop, you won't stop? Chang, stop. Your vagina keeps the score. Larry, are you serious right now? Because you're hilarious. Oh, I'm super serious right now. This is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is if I'm going to have to read some vagina dialogue that's a sequel to the vagina monologues called Your Body Keeps the Score, I don't want to read that book. In the same way that I don't want to be at engineering class where the professor is super monotone. But guess what? I need that so that way I can get an honorary PhD from Stanford. Because if I can't get my bachelor's degree from the University of Illinois, I'm going to have a hard time getting an honorary bachelor's degree from Stanford University. These jokes just write themselves. And you know how like I play a recording? That's me in the background laughing. Your body keeps the score. We're going to finish the soul cycle dumping eventually, which is defecating at a soul cycle as a man with a penis and a ginormous food baby about to give birth. Your body keeps the score. your small intestines even the score. That's a shit joke. In your small intestines, in your large intestines is feces. And I'm about to deliver perfect feces via this PhD theses. This is a dual PhD. This is a dual PhD thesis on women's studies and a gastrointestinal MD. Not an MD PhD. Wait, it is. You'll figure it out. Your body keeps the score, your large intestines even the score, your vagina keeps the score. Because when too much penis that is entering your vagina, it causes your vagina to accept what's getting pounded into your vagina. Therefore, your vagina, by definition of being a taco, it's going to keep the score. When a man, even using a condom, there's remnant DNA because the condom doesn't catch all of it. Remember, maybe you don't remember because you didn't take sexual education, health education in American high school. Condoms, only 70% effective. Only 70% effective. It's not 100% effective.